Hello Collective, happy October 13th. That's a 4, Uranus's number. If we add all the numbers together, it's 11, master number. Because you're all masters out there. I hope you have an awesome day. So there's 4 Yodas in my chart today, 4 highlights from the Creator, from Source, from God. I like this one because it's Uranus to the Sun. So that's really your individual role in this revolution, like your uniqueness. It's highlighting that. And so this would probably be the day they'd make a t-shirt of your channel because it's highlighting your individual role in this revolution. These only last like a day, but it could be a day that you say something really revolutionary. You know, you're catching the bad guy. Matthew 13:39 says the angels will be the reapers, and you're the reaper. Yeah, so I like that. I like that Yoda, Pluto to the Sun. I mean, Uranus to the Sun, so sorry. There's 4, so that was the first one. The second one is highlighting the mystery. So it's Sun to Neptune. So Neptune's sitting over here in Pisces right now. But the Sun has got this little green line to it, like, okay, we're going to shine a light on this mystery. Now that may reveal the mystery, which it's kind of what I'm hoping for, but it may just put the spotlight on it too. Like, why is it a mystery? Why do we have these questions regarding A, B, or C? So I'm really hoping that be resolved by that little Yoda right there. Mars to Pluto. So we got Pluto up here in Capricorn. We got Mars down there in Gemini. And hey, you know, if you feel like the gunslinger right now, like when you walk out the front door, like you're just, you know, kind of watch for those gang stalkers or what have you, like you're really cautious. I think once Mars goes into Cancer, which is, it's getting really close. Like, I think it's 23 degrees in Gemini, so it's getting really close to moving into Cancer. That gunslinger like persona that you've had to kind of like put on to just walk through, I think you're gonna shake that down a little bit, because when it goes into Cancer, that's gonna calm down a lot. So, but anyway, yeah, so Pluto to Mars is this Yoda, this highlight from the Creator, and it's transformation of your movement. So yeah, I like this. I like this because Mars is also in this grand trine in air with Saturn, the Sun, and Mars. And that's smooth operator, because the movement is, it's congruent with the system, Saturn, or the rules. So it's following the rules, and people are noticing it. So people are noticing that you're this smooth operator. Like your energy isn't going against the grain, in other words. So whatever you're doing or moving, it's like smooth operator, you know, it's really good. And then Pluto transforming it, that highlight to God, I mean, it's standing out. It's the revolutionary movement of what you're saying, what your voice, your readings, they're standing out, which is good, because we want this to be like a permanent change in a collective thinking. That they haven't set up good boundaries. They haven't, you know, you're reforming laws. Like, I went to do my eye drops last night, and I just, you know, dropped them, and I thought, gosh, you know, a few years ago, I probably would have checked to make sure those eye drops before I dumped them in my eye were actually, I put them on my wrist first, because that's how this terrorism started, is in the home and with household products. You know, like let's just mess up their eye drops, or let's just put this crap in their lotion, or let's just, you know, and then you go to put it on and you're like, oh my God, you know, your eyeballs are burnt out, because they're terrorists, okay? And they're doing it on the home front to make you look crazy when you're like, yo, I just was using eye drops and I don't know what happened. And because you should be able to trust your eye drops, is what I'm getting at. And this group, because it's different in everybody's story. It could be just a gang of really bad people that wanted to take your money, your home, your loved ones. But whatever they did, they ganged up on you, and that's not right. And there were no laws in place to kind of pinpoint it and to help you get a leg up on it before it went as far as it did. So yeah, it's this revolutionary, it's this new way of like, okay, so what laws are in place to protect me, and what can we create as laws to protect us in the future? I really want this reading today to be dedicated to the children that didn't get a good start because they were watching their parents go through all this crap. And I feel like, I just really want my kids to have a better start. So I'm glad that the planets are doing what they're doing to help that. The other Yoda is Venus to the clan. So it's changing your relationships with family. It's maybe even bringing new family toward you too. So I like that one too. But yeah, all this sun to Pluto, this is that red line. It's this, there's a debt there. Like, hey, there has to be some change here. And the sun's making sure that everybody sees it. Like, we have to have change. You should be able to feel safe in your home with your products and not be worried that somebody's sabotaging them, So Spirit gave me, the message that somebody loved your body but not your blood. Like they just looked at the surface, that happens in a lot of instances, but I just feel like your blood was so overlooked at the value. So it's like wherever you're in your chart, if you look at, I think of blood, Mars is the planet for blood. I usually think of Mars, but wherever Mars is in your chart, especially your natal chart, if it had any relationship with Neptune, like just look at, is it red, blue, green, whatever the relationship with Neptune at your birth, that was the creator setting up your battle with family, because it's the dream. And I feel with a lot of you, that dream had to be transformed. That dream was incorrect, or that dream was false. There was something false about it. So that's how Creator gave you that strength with Mars, that blood, Mars rules what? The kidneys, adrenals. So that's your warrior, fight or flight, adrenaline. So that's why you may have a really strong Mars placement at your birth, because you were set up way in advance to get through this particular cycle. Yeah. Yeah, I felt last night, I felt like, gosh, maybe I picked the wrong battle, like I'm always been a really proud, said the Pledge of Allegiance, sang all the songs in school choir about America, and felt really strong with my country. And then I realized, well, God, who signed the independence and all that? They were a group of Masons, apparently, and so why would I go and... But I don't think this is the same. I think that there's been some devilish mutation to this system, because it went way too far with the black magic. I really do believe that, because I still love America. So, and I think that you do too, collective. I just feel like somebody's taken advantage of their power, and didn't really care who you were, because who are you? They looked at the body, not the blood. You know what I mean? Maybe if they looked at your blood type, they'd go, yo, I shouldn't have messed with her. But yeah, that just people assuming before they ask questions, if you're, because you're a curse breaker. You're a freaking curse breaker. And you're making new laws. You're making new laws. Yeah. That's a good one too. Hey, so we did have that grand trine. We used to have 2 grand trines, remember, in Earth and Air. And so we've kind of, it's flickered out of that Earth one because Mercury is going into Libra. It's in Libra now. See, when it was in Virgo, I had that grand trine in Earth too. And I was like, dang, I'm really going to take advantage of that energy because I had 2 grand trines for a day or two. But now that it's shifted up to Libra, 4 degrees Libra today, now we just have the one, the air, the grand air. But the thing with Pluto, Mercury, Uranus, that transformation of family structure, any relationship with Pluto to Uranus, it's trying to change the clan, okay? It's trying to change the clan right now. And that's going to change, when it's Scorpio like that, it's going to change how your family even, because think of Scorpio and money and other people's money and sex. It's really going to change all of that. Like, it may just be more restrictive on who they lay with, you know, being sex and all. So I like that. I like that because it's consecrating it. It's making it holier. I don't think they thought it was holy before. They just, you know, did whatever. You're a big deal, collective. Okay. So in the middle of this reading, this is good. You have some strength with your new beginning. You survived the last cycle. Praise the source creator. That was probably not an easy one. You survived it. So just to show that you are still a part of this figure 8, this eternity symbol. You can take it away, but it's still there. And you're still fighting. And it's a new start for you. So probably a lot of you are, and this is the day to do it because Pluto with that finger of God to the Uranus to the sun, a finger of God. It's that look at me. And it's the individuality and your individual voice for the revolution. That's what I like about that. Because it's special. It's special. I'm not going to have that tomorrow. So whatever you say today, just measure your moments, okay? Because you don't know what you're going to say that's going to just spark. Especially for someone else that needs healing, you know. So what's crossing this are the burdens that you've carried in silence and by yourself. You've done a lot of this healing on your own. You may have had some special people helping, but there's one other card here. It's sticking. Oh, well, that's a good card. because you survived, you should have the 10 of Cups happiness with that. Yeah. You know, the Buddhists believe that you don't reach true Kundalini enlightenment until you surrender all your material possessions. They truly believe that. And if you haven't been there, then you wouldn't get that, but I get that. Because when you've had to leave houses and cars and children, it devastates you to the point where you just think but you survived it. And you realize you don't want those things to define you. I don't want those things to define this, okay? This is who I am. Not what I wear or what, you know, I want my voice and I want my soul, my spirit to represent who I am. Not what I drive, not what eyelashes I put on, whatever. That's the outside crap. And that Buddhists really believe that, like, when you let go of those identifying things, then that's when you reach true happiness, because you're having to really grasp at spirit. That's what's bringing you happiness and energy and all of that. That's what's bringing you existence. So in the lower part of your, in your subconscious, you're this Queen of Cups waiting after you've walked away. And if you're a divine masculine, you're a King of Cups. And you're waiting because you had to walk away. In the front of your consciousness, oh yeah, we got some stuff going on up here. There's some people that did you some dirty deals here. I think back at some of the language they used. and I should have realized it. The leader of the pack, some of the stuff they'd say, and I just thought it was like, I never picked up on it before, but one of the remarks they used to use was, "Oh, go work your magic." I think that's so funny now when I think about that, because to me in my head I was like, "Oh, magic, like, from heaven above." And that wasn't the magic they were talking about. So, yeah, I really want laws in place, like with this crap, because it's invisible. That's why I've had to be this gunslinger, and that's not my personality, but it's invisible. And how else do you face your day but constantly like worried, like, oh my God, did they, and you can check your energy and like if you're foggy or you can't concentrate or you had it all written out, and then somebody's trying to mess you up, somebody's trying to make you tired, somebody's trying to, that's not cool. What, like, I don't get up with the cauldron and start mixing stuff, so why are they doing it? But yeah, there's a couple people here that affected your home, your security, and things from the past. They created a history. They created a history for you. And that's good, because you won't forget in your future battles. It's something you'll really hold on to for success in your future. You're moving away from this innocent little cute, hi, I'm here, I'm polite, I'm nice, I'm innocent, I'm completely weaponless. You're moving away from this because you do carry weapons, collective, and they cannot be seen, and they're I was thinking some of the readers are saying your energy intimidates people, but I'm thinking of you walking in a room, collective, and you got your gangster angels on each side, your ancestors, and that would be intimidating because a lot of you have quite a few. So if you can imagine yourself walking in a room and having like this entourage, that's you. And so even though it's just you, those energies, those spirits have got your back when you walk into a place now. And so, yeah, it is intimidating, right? Like, oh, don't mess with her. They could get the slingshot from the ancestor. Yeah. And I don't care if you don't have the money in the bank, or you don't this, and if you've met that enlightenment, that Buddha sense of, I've let all material possessions go, my true wealth is in the spiritual realm, my true home, you will definitely want an invitation to, because it's hot on the block. That place is where everyone should be. You are highly decorated, highly striped in the spiritual realm. They wouldn't have gone to this effort, they wouldn't have invested in you, revealed these truths about you, if you weren't valuable to the spiritual world. So you did something right. Because this is the energy you're going to walk toward. And you're still going to have the gossip, okay? They don't know what to think of it. They really don't. But you're different now. And your environment, they see all the death and destruction, and they're like, how in the hell can they walk like this? Well, it's okay, because this has made you so much stronger. Scorpio's not a badass for no reason, right? It's that transformation of the death, because you survived it, you overcame it. You rose from the ashes, and there's beauty in those ashes, is what I'm saying. Like, there's something beautiful about the way you transformed out of the ashes, I guess, because you're new. You're brand new. A lot of people can't say that. They feel old. But this actually renewed you. Yeah, new DNA, new all of it. You might as well change your name to collective, because you're not even the same person. And hopes and wishes. So I'll qualify this one. I don't know. Disappointment would be maybe some of the things you had to let go of. And maybe you haven't come into contact with any of your blessings yet. So you may be kind of down if you're waiting. But let me qualify this. I think your worth is in the wait. You're building right now. So I've always, nature taking its course, I'm telling you. If you rush it, that just shows that you have to cycle back through something to bring that patience lesson in, and my God, that could take forever. So don't be impatient. This is saying that you're remorseful. Yeah, because there's a message for the heart that you're not sure is going to come. There's some kind of message that you might be waiting for. You know, like those cards that have the wealthy man, privileged lady, mature woman. I love those cards because I'm like, oh, is that them at the door? Is that the wealthy man? Is the mature man? So yeah, that's kind of what you're hoping for, and it's not there yet. So you're hanging out, just hanging out. And that's when you invest in nature and things around you. I had to be outside today because I thought, you know, this is fall. It's my favorite time of year. I want to be outside so I can breathe the air and know that it's beautiful out here. And I need to be investing in what I have, the air that I breathe, what you have, and just cherishing that. The outcome of this reading is there is going to be movement, and it's going to be fast, and you probably won't expect it. So one of the things I do is like I'll get myself into like a project in my house or something, and just embrace that project, whatever it is. Like clean out those drawers, like I don't know, wash your windows, do something like clean out your car, whatever it is, where you're listening to your music and you're getting those downloads while you're doing it from Spirit, because Spirit's like totally on, you know, like loving you during that whole time. And believe me, that's when the knock will be at the door. Yeah, it's gonna surprise you. I love you, collective. Have an awesome evening.